Would you clean up your room? Yells a mom at her son somewhere in the world at this moment. But that son's not 5 years old, or even 15 years old. He's 25 years old. Hi, my name's Anthony Panariello, and I hope my mom hasn't cleaned out my room yet, because I, a 20-year-old male, am more likely to be living at home with my parents than to be living by myself. In a recent survey taken by people ages 18 to 34, it was found that they were more likely to be living at their parents' household than on their own or married or cohabitating. The most common household arrangement since 1880 has been living with a significant other, whether that's married or cohabitating. That percentage has been decreasing since 1960, and with that knowledge in mind, I decided to go out and survey men and women of different backgrounds of the ages 18 to 34, and I found that it was more likely that they would be living in their parents' household than on their own or in a significant other's home. This bar graph shows the most common living arrangements for people ages 18 to 34 over the years 1880, 1940, 1960, and 2014. As you can see, the most common living arrangement has been married or cohabitating in the same household until 2014, where living in your parents' household became the most common. As you can see in the bar graph, living in your parents' home has surpassed married or cohabitating by 0.5%. A couple other interesting data points I found there that over the past 50 years, married or cohabitating has decreased by 30%, and living alone has only increased by 9%. A couple of other interesting data points that I found within the survey were that men were more likely to be living at home with their parents than married or cohabitating, while women are more likely to be married or cohabitating than living at their parents' house, but the difference in those two numbers for women have been quickly decreasing over the past 20 to 30 years. As you can see in the chart, in about 2011 or 2012, men started to be more commonly living in their parents' home than cohabitating, and now in 2014, there's about a 6% difference in men living in their parents' house and cohabitating, and about a 6% difference in women living in their parents' house and cohabitating. One final interesting statistic that I found within the survey was that people who went to college were far less likely to move in with their parents than they were to become married or cohabitate. This may just be because when people go to college, they move away, and so they're already more likely not to go back and live at home. As you can see in this final line graph, that people who went to college are far more likely to be married or cohabitating than living in their parents' house, and the proportional difference is about 26%. As I have shown in my charts, for the first time, it is more likely for men and women ages 18 to 34 to live at home with their parents than to become married or cohabitate or to live alone. It is also more likely for men to live at home with their parents than for women to live at home with their parents, and it is also more likely for people without a college degree to live at home with their parents than those with a college degree. Now, with this being the first time in recorded history that this event has occurred where people are more commonly living at home with their parents, we may begin to see over time a effect on our society that may be detrimental or may be beneficial. It is probably too early to say right now. Thank you for listening. My name is Anthony Panarello, and here is my notes for this speech. Thank you for listening.